Hey, Josh Brown with His Productions. I'm here to talk to you about some of the equipment that we use here at His Productions to edit TV, radio, and podcasts. So one of the first things that we use is obviously our computers. So the computers that we use, most of us, I think almost all of us on the team are on Mac computers, Apple computers. Most of us have the new M2 or M4 Pro Mac minis and or laptops. They are so fast and they do the job for us. The second piece of equipment that you really have to have is a DA or AD converter. And all this does is it takes an audio signal like you're hearing right now with the sound of my voice and converts it to an audio file that we can then work on in the computer. I happen to use the Universal Audio DA AD converters. I think that they're doing some of the best work in the industry in pristinely converting analog audio to digital audio. I love the Apollo interfaces. That's what I use. The next thing you're going to need to use is a preamp. And a preamp is something that goes right before a microphone like this one, which I'll talk about in a moment. The preamp that I happen to use is an Avalon 737 SP. And this is a channel strip style preamplifier. It's got EQ, compression, and it has a tube amplifier, which really helps the sound of your voice. And again, the next thing that runs right into a microphone. And the microphone is what I would be using to voice scripts. Right now, you're not hearing my voice through this microphone. It would sound considerably different because this microphone runs through a preamp. It sounds like a radio broadcast. The microphone that I'm using right now is right here in front of me. It's a Sennheiser 414. It's a shotgun microphone. It's made for video. This particular microphone is a Neumann BCM 104, kind of industry standard for radio broadcast hosts like myself. And then finally, the last thing that you need is you need a pair of speakers. So to my left and to my right, you can't see them in this scene, are the Adam A7 monitors. And this allows me to hear what I'm doing as I'm adding EQ and compression and limiting and noise reduction to the Bible teaching that we prepare for radio, TV, and podcasts. I need to hear that in a really, really, really clear way. And I said finally already, but I forgot something. The last thing that you're going to need is you're going to need to be in a control room. So this is a room that's acoustically tuned. As you're hearing my voice, I'm actually in a control room that is acoustically tuned. It's got panels on the walls. I've got a diffuser in the ceiling. I've got some things behind me that are helping block sound. The room sounds really good. It has kind of a dead sound. There's still some life to the room, but it doesn't have an echoey sort of sound as I'm recording. So that's just a little behind the scenes of some of the gear that we use here at His Productions to produce radio, TV, and podcasts.